fight that any opponents would like to see. Took it on. So couldn't squirm his way around a couple of challenges. Nakama either. Nakama's got the benefit of the big kick after being flipped. Exactly what we were talking about, this referee, Takayama, talks to the players. He has conversations with them. Stern, but not unfair. Sign of a really good referee, isn't it? Shoki Takahashi expected to show Sasaki, although he wanted that to be as much a pass as it was a clearance. Very brave by Yuji Takahashi and great skill as well to keep his balance. Dori, not just keep his balance, but also produce the pass. So what a break right now. We haven't had as many chances in the second half as we saw in the first 45 minutes. Masato Sasaki gets called into action time and time again, so it's much better in terms of the defensive work and at least the organization and the deal with the support system, helping out the back line from Nelsinho. But the shots count. It tells you the full story of this game. 20 shots for Saint Frecce Hiroshima, just the 3 for Kashiwa Reysol, of which only one of them has been on target. Out of the 20, we've seen the crossbar struck, we've seen the goalkeeper produce 2 outstanding saves. 4 more easy ones. At least he made it look easy with his astute positioning. Still no breakthrough for Saint Frecce Hiroshima. Are still searching for their first goal in the Edion Stadium against Kashiwa Reysol since 2015. Spell that has now gone to 520 minutes without a home goal against Reysol. Kashiwa would feel a lot more stability at the back now with Yuji Takahashi returning. Hopefully he stays fit. He missed 7 months to that ligament injury. Another player who's been out for a long time, Yasuki Sagawa, is told to warm up from the bench, so to Goya. So those substitutions might be imminent for Nelsinho. Certainly Goya will add a lot more purpose. Running up front, chasing down on the defenders to ensure that they're not just playing the ball square at the back end between each other like they're doing now. Aoyama, which is trying to sprint here. When he found offside, certainly Junior Santos' flag hasn't gone up yet. It might right now. It has gone up now. Probably the chance is gone. The rules of the game these days, not to let the flag go up straight away, just in case it is a wrong decision. This one, clear cut, correct decision. Junior Santos, straight. Takahashi asking Cristiano to come back, but his pass took a deflection which took all the power away from that pass. Here is Dori, weaving his way through the challenges and finding some room yet again, almost finding some space, hoping for a return pass from Nakama, who yet again has been tireless. Kamiya, Dori, Richardson, Shoki Takahashi. Ball does get down to it quite a lot, but doesn't have a lot of support down this right-hand side. It looks innocuous, picking the ball against Sho Sasaki. Certainly had contact with the ball, but probably had just as much with his knee into the thigh of the Saint Frecce captain too. As we approach the final 18 minutes of this compelling fixture. How is it still 0-0? We did say that these two teams have struggled to score. Saint Frecce Hiroshima lowest scoring team at home in the JV.柏Leigh Sol, second lowest scoring team away from home in the league. And, certainly for the chances created in this game, it shouldn't be 0-0. At least, Saint Fletcher Hiroshima should have at least been 2 or 3 up by now. Perhaps this is a clear indication of the amount of struggles that they faced recently. Something that they have been facing in 2021. It's the inability to turn 1 point into 3. It has culminated, of course, in 8 draws already in the league. Only Shonan Dalmari have had 4. And another one here will tie them up with Shonan. Richardson moving on the bench from柏Leigh Sol. First substitution about to come on for them. They managed a great 1-2 to open up this defense right now. Cristiano, Dodi, that's a lovely ball played inside to Kamiya. Still Kamiya took that shot on instead of laying it back to Dodi, who was in a great position. Still is asking for Takahashi to feed him. Sato came up yet again. Fists of fury. Yeah. Looping header back inside looking for Angelotti. Couldn't find the intended target. Kawabe looks a little bit tired. It was a very tired pass from Aya Kawabe. Cristiano. Wonderful challenge by Sho Sasaki. Threw his body at it just at the time when Cristiano decided to take one in real anger. That was brave. Could have been an ankle breaker. Kamiya now, searching for what is usually termed as a sucker punch, but this one would probably hurt more than anything else if柏Leigh Sol do get the opening goal of the game. Looping, he's never going to find Yuji Takahashi. Way too much depth in that corner. No time for the changes right now. Certainly it is Goya coming on. Richardson losing his place to Shihashi, who has been an ever-present until this game. Teiya Shihashi. And Angelotti, as expected, losing his place to Hiroto Goya. Club's top scorer, 5 goals in 17 this year. For Shihashi, he's already got 2 this year in the J League, and as many as he had in 5 years at Big Alta in the league. He offers a lot more. He certainly has nose for goals. Hiroto Goya. It's one of those where you give him half a chance and he might turn it into something golden for you. It's a lovely cross inside. Junior Santos just caught in 2 minds then. Almost wanted to take it on first time and then probably decided against it, and that was enough time for him to actually take that straight touch inside the penalty box. Just looked very tentative as the ball was drilled right behind him. Uchi, manufacturer of the cross, finds Nogami inside the penalty box and tries to drill it back to Kawabe. Well watched by Dodi. Kawabe is won it back. Junior Santos. Another splendid save by Sasaki. You'd have to say great defending by Ominami as well, because he showed him the way and dared the Brazilian to take it to his weaker side, of which we've seen already. Doesn't carry much power. Well, that time it had some venom in it, but the goalkeeper met it full on. Not the most convincing of punches, but at least he punched it away from the danger zone to the side of it all. And his textbook. Not so much in the execution of it, but certainly in the intentions of it. Morishima. Oyama. Nogami to Asano. It's gone pretty quiet in the last 10 minutes. Kawabe. Sasaki's made a very good run on the outside and he's found by... Oh, it's unlucky. It is very unlucky. And Sho Sasaki will be claiming it. And Sanfrecce Hiroshima have scored a goal at home against Kashiwa Reysol for the first time since 2015. 2014, I should say. That's how long ago it has been. The build-up to it was fantastic. The finish, though, very unfortunate. It came off the substitute Shiihashi, who might be credited with an own goal. And if he is credited with an own goal, it will be the third J-League game in a row where Kashiwa Reysol have scored an own goal. It's just the third own goal scored in this fixture, and all three of them have been scored by Reysol players. His latest one's gotten Chokuku off his feet. He knows how important this win can be. Just getting back on that winning wagon, especially at home at the Edion Stadium. Well, first dips, they go to Sho Sasaki for his second of the season in his 170th Sanfrecce appearance. And remember, the last time he scored against against Kashiwa Reysol was the last time they won against Reysol back in 2018. So, might be good omens there. And you feel for the young goalkeeper Masato Sasaki, who's done splendidly well right up till then. Segawa finally comes on. It's been a long time since we've seen him in action, taking the place of Yuta Kamiya. His 110th appearance for Kashiwa Reysol. In his second spell at the club, much loved Nelsinho, who brought them the league title in 2011, brought them 7 trophies in his care, facing the biggest crisis of his managerial career as boss of Kashiwa. I dare say, if it was any other manager, might have gotten the sack by now, but how do you sack a guy who's given the club so much? He certainly had the mercy ruling for the time being. This will be no wins in the JV for 7 matches now. He went through a spell of 6 without a win earlier this season. This is 7 without a win. This is relegation trouble. Segawa, still Segawa, trying to spring the surprise with a first-time pass right through the heart of the defense to Goya. He's only touched the ball once since he's come on as a substitute. Dori. Here is Ominami. Takahashi. They have missed the rampaging fullback Itazume. Might be a free kick called by the referee. No, he's allowed it to pass. Takahashi, the challenge on Junior Santos. Dori declined to keep it in play and he did. Cristiano managing to control the ball, either with the free kick. Arati cannot believe it, barging into his opponent as trying to shore up the scoreline now. Sanfrecce Hiroshima, Douglas Vieira, who has been out for some time with a thigh muscle injury, is about to come on to make his 75th appearance for Sanfrecce, which he scored 18 goals. One of those goals came last year against Kashiwa Reysol. Will be a belated appearance because Jofuku wants the set-piece situations. Pass first. Koga right up there. Cristiano taking matters into his own hands now, which he did during his early years at Kashiwa Reysol, where he took almost every set-piece situation, even throw-ins at times. Cristiano right at goal. Over's traveling. Goalkeeper is traveling to his side in time. Osako to keep that one out. Sasaki. Poor touch by fast tiring Morishima. Goya has been out for some time and really feeling the effects of it. Half is pretty loose, chased down by Junior Santos, just enough energy to bring it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Here's it, here is Sasaki. She was straight into an offside position. Sasaki's pass is easily read by Shihashi. Kawabe did likewise with Shihashi's pass. That's clever from Kashiwa. Little nutmeg on Goya. And a couple of touches from Morishima already that show you that he's pretty fatigued. Yoshikuni Kashiwa has probably traveled more, ran more than any other Saint Frecce Hiroshima player. This number that will be called upon. Nakama is also losing his place to Ipei Shinazuka. So Shoki Higashi will take the place of Kashiwa. Douglas Vieira to take the place of Junior Santos. A lot more appetite shown today by Junior Santos, despite the fact that he didn't get a goal. Still on a very dry run. One of 6 players to have scored hat-tricks last year, 13 for Yokohama Marinos, just with 3 this year for Saint Frecce Hiroshima. It's really 3 very good opportunities to score today, of which 2 were saved by the keeper and 1 came off the crossbar. So Vieira takes his place, and Ipei Shinazuka, last sub-appearance in the J-League, ended up in him scoring a goal against Yokohama Marinos. So they'll be hoping that does likewise in this game. Five minutes remaining for Kashiwa Wrestle to rescue something. Here is Vieira, who started a midweek cup defeat to Koshia's Kyoto. He's only got the 1 goal this season in the league. He's playing behind the defense. It's kept alive by Higashi. Hooked it into space really for the goalkeeper. Shinizuka trying to profit from a very loose touch by Kawabe. You can understand by Kawabe's high standards and what he's been through with playing for his country. The spirits are flagging, not the spirits, but the energy levels are flagging a bit now. Asano, that's a very clever turn. Easily over Shinazuka. Yuya Asano, can he make the right decision? He's gone right across goal. Decided to go for goal himself instead of laying it back for Oshima. Tried to give him the option of a pull back since the middle was very crowded. Koya's touch to be picked up by Higashi. Kawabe, Asano, Fuji. His players just to step it up a little bit in terms of trying to pressure the ball and trying to win it back. Cody finally answered the call, but gave away the free kick instead. Challenge on Kawabe. He's had another very steady, solid outing. He is one of your 7 out of 10 players, isn't he? Hayao Kawabe. You see that level of consistency in the middle of the park. And always stitches things plays a straight pass. Just when you say that, another sign of the fact that he is really just tiring out a little bit. He's missed the one match this year. He's very durable, as always available. Missed the game against Kawasaki Batale. In fact, he's played 87 JV matches in a row before missing that game. Way too deep by Fuji. Just couldn't get enough room to wrap his legs around it. Find Douglas Vieira, who had been lurking inside the penalty box. So Saint Freccia Hiroshima, 3 minutes away from their 390th win in J1B. More confidence-boosting win against the Kashiwa Reysol. All the years have just had their number. Sano doing it superbly well to keep the ball while they thought that the runner was on. Wanted to reverse the pass just in time for Fuji to latch onto, but Fuji just stopped in his tracks to ensure that he was onside. Koga beaten to it by Yuya Asano. Douglas Vieira has pointed to him exactly where he wanted the ball to be. Yuji Takahashi intervened but couldn't prevent the corner. That's his first JV start in almost a year. Yuji Takahashi. So it's not just match rustiness, but match fitness levels not really up to the mark yet, but he has done admirably well in this game. You can tell from the Kashiwa Reysol defense that almost every player there, defenders, have just given it all, chasing shadows, trying to close down channels. Gaps have just opened again and again. This further effervescence, impressive Saint Freccia Hiroshima attack. Trying to put the icing on the cake here. The coup de grace, but not going to happen from that corner as Dodi just hooks one away. Nogami into space for Morishima. Didn't take it in his stride. Whatever time the referee wants to add on now. That's 4 minutes for Saint Freccia Hiroshima to hold on to a precious and rare victory against Kashiwa Reysol. Goya losing out in the air to Araki. Kawabe. Aoyama. All credit to his fitness levels that he's managed to last for a full 90 minutes as well. Fuji's done well. Fuji Takahashi just in time. Outselling himself. Fuji wanted to drill it across. Looked at it in retrospect, both keeper and defender went down. And it'd be better to dink it up to the far post for Yuya Asano. He went with his right decision. It was anticipated by both Yuji Takahashi and Sasaki, who was there to cover. Douglas Vieira, how desperately they want to get back to winning ways. Saint Freccia Hiroshima just trying to protect this lead. It's a deserved one with the way that they have been really laying it on now to even give them the assurance of that lead. Hayashi takes the place of Fuji. So Hayashi told Nogami to go to the right hand side now to take Fuji's place. They'll try to add a lot more height and power into the back line. Sasaki brushed off it by Cristiano. Goya hasn't had a kick at all since he's come on. A couple of loose touches. Spiral continues for Kashira Risso. Takahashi certainly was clipped. A couple of decisions where the referee can't give a free kick. He might call it back for a free kick. He doesn't. It's pushed aside. Right. Nogami wasn't happy at all. The referee might give a yellow card now for Goya for that push. That midfield axis so good and totally domineering. Dominant performance by Kawabe and Aoyama. It looks as if they've always had an extra player in the middle of the park, isn't it, against the Kashira Rissol's side, until Dodi decided to step up with his energy in the second half. Looks like the department where they're just falling so far behind. It's wonderful side, isn't it, Asano? A lot of referees who just blow the whistle, force him to run out, not waste a lot of time. Time to jog side by side with Asano to ensure that not walking off. Yes, Chojima takes his place and the final substitution of the night. For Cristiano and Takahashi.
仕事終わった。仕事終わった。あら、広島。先制しとるやん。あら、もうロスタイムを過ぎとるやん。これもしかしてもう終わる系ね、これ。終わったやん。あー、見たかったな。
Until that goal was conceded in the final 10 minutes, was having a storming game.
前半から見てくださった方、すいませんでした。途中で、前半で途切れてしまって、申し訳なかったです。ちょっと仕事でですね、この場にちょっといられなかったんですよ。それでやっと仕事が、ちょっと途中抜け出してきてみたら、切れてたんで、もう一回つけて、それで、仕事を切り上げてきたんですけど、1分しか見れませんでした。広島、誰が決めたんですかね。土曜の夜ぐらいゆっくりしたいわ。あ、佐々木が決めたんですね。もしかしてヘディングですか。佐々木ってヘディングのイメージがありますよね。とりあえず、終わりますか。すみません、今日無言放送になっちゃったんですけど、普段結構めちゃくちゃ喋りながら見てるんで、私がちょっとリモートワークをやってるもので、直 ちょこちょこ抜け出せるんですけど、ちょこちょこ仕事にしないといけなくてですね、ちょうどこの6時から9時までの間が、ほとんど来れませんでした。来たと思ったら、終わっちゃってたんで、ちょっと今からまた、今日ユーロがありますよね。ユーロを見るんですか、皆さん。今日確か9時は結構面白いカードじゃなかったでしたっけ？今日確か9時45分はかなり面白いカードだったんですよね。あ、かなりっていうことでもないですけど、フランス戦ですね。今日土曜日なので、もう仕事で朝から起きてるんですけど、今日は寝ません。今日9時45分からハンガリー対フランス見るでしょ。で、0時45分からポルトガル、ドイツですよ。ポルトガル、ドイツ、寝れるわけないですね。これ見ないと。そして3時45分からスペイン対ポーランドです。ポーランドは、ポーランドの方が、負けると思うかもしれないですけど、レバンドフスキがいるんで、いやー、今日はだから5時45分までですね。仕事で朝から起きてるのに、5時45分まで寝ないでサッカー見るんで、今朝7時に起きたんで、5時45分、23時間ですよ、今日。今日23時間起きる予定です。23時間起きれるかな。ちょっとユーロはFIFA とか UEFA が YouTube の動画かなり厳しいんですよ。もう、今出してる感じでもう完全にアウトなんですよ。出して5分ぐらいでもアウトになります。なので、喋るだけだと面白くないんで、ユーロはやってないんですよね。男が喋るだけだとやっぱ見てくれないですよね、なかなか。9時45分からお風呂入ってご飯食べて、すぐだな、もう45分しかないですね。すいません、今日、無言でずっと無言放送だったんですけど、ずっと見てくださった方ありがとうございました。最初は九州のチーム、J リーグチームばかりやってたんですけど、最近は、収益化を目指してて、それで、4000時間、YouTube で視聴時間稼がないといけないので、それ以外のチームも、ちょっと配信するようになってですね、やってました。また、広島とか柏の試合、九州のチームと時間が被らなければ、配信するんで、またよかったら見に来てください。では、終わります。すいません。ありがとうございました。自動的に、今34分なんですけど、これ、1時間ちょうどになったらもう自動的に切れるようになってるんで、はい、このままちょっと時間稼ぎで流し続けます。ありがとうございました。